Hello! Tangerine Software welcomes you to the Nectari BI Add-in for Excel product tour. Microsoft Excel has always been and will continue to be an integral part of every business user's daily toolset. However, the challenges Excel users face when accessing corporate information remain the same, including the inability to easily access live enterprise data in an efficient manner. Excel users are often relying on IT resources to provide the transactional data for them, and manual entry and data updates are constantly required. As a result, information is difficult and time-consuming to obtain. It can be unreliable and can lead to bad business decisions. Nectari BI Add-in for Excel is an innovative solution that has been developed by Tangerine Software to provide Excel users with a dynamic and powerful means of accessing real-time information within Excel, directly from their enterprise software databases across multiple platforms. Nectari BI Add-in for Excel enhances the power of Excel, and its use will enable organizations of any size to achieve better productivity and efficiency. Over the next few minutes, you will see how to create a basic report from scratch and an example of the kind of exciting functionality which can be achieved with this tool. I am going to build a new products report. I will, first of all, add some basic formatting to my worksheet. So, let's add the headings for the product, product description, and sales dollars. At the same time, I will add at the top of the report the year. This value will be used to filter dynamically the data which appears on the reports. Suppose I want the sales information for all the products of a specific division. I could, of course, manually input all the product numbers, but instead of that I will make my life a whole lot easier and call the Nectari Formula Editor window by pressing this button in order to get the list of products. This window is the main wizard that will make it easy for you to pull in your live data from your ERP to your Excel sheet based on the parameters which you will enter. The first question to answer is which Nectari process is best suited to provide me with the information that I want. So in this case, I will select the sales analysis process. Once the process is selected, the second question to answer is which field I want to get the value from. Let's select the product number field. Now the next question becomes what kind of operation I want to do with this field. In this case, we want a list of products, so let's choose the operation list. The next few questions on this window are specific to the list. We need to choose how we want the list of products to be inserted in the Excel sheet. For this example, I want to choose Replace Existing Cell, show them vertically, in ascending order, and of course we will exclude the duplicate products just in case. After clicking OK, we have returned to the formula editor. Finally, the last step is to filter which products we want in the list. In our case, we will select a specific category, so let's select the category field from the list. As you can see, we can input a range of categories, or we can list them manually, or by using the prompt functionality that will show to us the list of available categories. Let's use the prompt. The prompt window will show us all the categories available, so we can simply double-click on the list to choose the one that we want, or we can perform a search if we have a lot of different categories. In our case, we will just select a specific category by double-clicking on it and then pressing the OK button. We are now back in the formula editor and ready to press the OK button to get the list of products. There we go. As you can see, we now have a list of products which is pulled directly from our database. Now that we have the product number, it would be great to get additional information related to those products. So, let's start with the description of the products. Select the cell where you want the description to appear, and then press the formula editor again. Like we did for the list, we will select the process sales analysis to get the description of the product. In this case, we will select the product description field. Now for the operation, we want to get a specific description and not a list of descriptions. So we will choose the min or max operation and select the filter criteria. The filter is pretty simple. We want a description for a specific product, and so let's select the product field and then choose the list function and press what we call the cell picker. Now we can choose where the product number is coming from, so let's select the first product number here. If you know Excel, you will probably know that if we remove the $sign before the cell number in the formula, we will be able to copy it to other cells, and that the cell number will be updated automatically to reference the new product number. So let's remove the $sign and press Enter. The formula is now finished, so let's press the OK button and see the result. Now that we have our first description, we can simply take the cell and copy the formula for all the other descriptions. Let's do the same thing for the sales dollars, but instead of creating the formula from scratch, let's copy the formula from the description and paste it in the dollars column. Now, let's press the Nectari formula button. As you can see, the process is already selected, and the filter on the product is already filled in as well. So, we only need to change the fields where we want the value to come from. In this case, we will select sales dollars. We will also filter a little bit more by selecting the year. So let's choose the year field, select the list option, and use the cell picking to get the year from the worksheet. We press Enter to confirm the selection of the year, and we press OK to finalize the formula. We now have the dollars for the first product, and we only need to copy the formula for all the products the way we did for the descriptions. One of the strengths of the Nectari BI Excel add-in is the ability to get the information from any processes, which means from any server or data source as well. It has never been easier to pull data from different databases corresponding to different transactional systems running on different servers and present it in such an accessible and flexible way. In this case, we will retrieve the physical quantity from the inventory process. So let's press the formula editor again. I will go faster this time, so let's choose the inventory process. From the list of available fields from this process, I will select the stock quantity. I will use the sum operation, and I will add a filter on the product by selecting the product field, choosing the list function, and selecting the item with the cell picker. Remember to remove the $sign in order to be able to copy the formula. So let's press Enter to confirm and OK to finalize. We can of course copy this formula as well. The beauty of all this is that we have access to all the Excel functionality which you're used to. So let's add some Excel stuff to this report. For this example, I will select the description column and the dollar column. I will go in the Insert tab and click on Insert a new graph. I will choose any bar graph and press OK. I now have an Excel graph which is based on the Nectari add-in formula's value. When I go in the year cell and I change the year, not only will all the formulas based on the year, the sales dollars in this scenario, be automatically updated, but because the graph is linked to those values, the graph will be updated as well. So let's make some magic happen. I'm changing the year, press Enter, and voila! Let's change the year again so you can see the change. Now that you know how to build a report from scratch, let me show you an example of what's possible to achieve using the simple yet powerful tools within Excel. I will now go in the sheet called Sales Dashboard. As you can see, here we have a dashboard look and feel, a map, two graphs, and some values with cool icons and bars, which by the way are all based on Excel functionality, but are also linked to the Nectari add-in in order to get live data from your system. So if I change the year from this drop-down, you will see that the dashboard will be automatically refreshed. Easy, simple, yet so powerful. This concludes the Nectari BI add-in for Excel tour. I hope that you are as excited as I am about this dynamic and innovative solution, enabling you to easily transform real-time raw data into useful information presented in an attractive and fun way. Once again, thank you for your time, and I hope you found the tour to be informative. As this was only a quick demonstration, there are many additional features of Nectari add-in for Excel that we have not had the opportunity to show you. Please feel free to contact Tangerine Software if you would like more information or a personalized demonstration.